Welcome to mediamelanie Talks TV. I'm Melanie, and today I'm back to talk about the Buccaneers Season 2 on Apple TV+. I don't know about you, but I am loving this historical drama. It's got such a fun and modern feel, and at the center of it all are these women and their friendships. So far, this season has been exceptional. We just got episode 2 called Holy Grail, and at the end of that, Lord Seaton filled Theo in on the big secret. So now Theo knows that his best friend Guy was at the castle the night before his wedding. Not only that, he was spotted with Nan and did not leave until the next morning. So in episode 3, I'm expecting there to be quite a bit of fallout from that conversation. And because Apple TV does not give us a trailer for the next episode, that's why I'm here to do that job for them. So every week I will be doing a next episode preview. We'll go through the episode description, some of the preview photos, and do some speculating on what we can potentially expect with what we know right now. Following episode 2, Holy Grail, we are moving into 3, which is called Get Her Out. And the description reads, a betrayal, a reunion, and an unexpected spark. Lizzy's enchanted birthday party will be one to remember. Based on these preview pictures, this one looks even more whimsical and ethereal than what we've seen. And something I've been saying throughout is what a gorgeous show between the visuals, the costuming, the hair, the set design, the cinematography. Everything about this show is gorgeous. And I expect this episode, because it is sort of a costume party and will have more of a fairy tale type of feeling, for everything we watch in this one just to be stunning. And I've got to say, for a historical drama, which is really not my normal sort of genre, this show feels so young and Gen Z coded, from the music to the rebellion and just everything. It really differentiates itself from other similar shows. And I've been loving season 2 so far. We've only got 8 episodes. We're already going to be on episode 3 here. It is flying by. So let us savor every Buccaneer second that we possibly can. And like I said, I will be here every week with 3 videos, an episode review, a next episode preview like this one, and also a theory and discussion video. So be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my Buccaneers content this season. I've also got some other fun shows on my radar, including The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3, The Institute, a new show coming to MGM Plus in July, and also Dexter Resurrection. So if any of those shows sound interesting to you, be sure to stick with me for lots of fun TV talk this summer. But for now, let's dive into episode 3's preview of Get Her Out. But what does the Get Her Out mean, and who is the her? Is it Jinny coming back from Italy, returning to England? Is it getting Nan out of her role as Duchess because she is discovered to be a cheater? What else could it be? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'm actually not too sure. Now, given the fun party theme of this episode, I just wanted to share a quote from the show creators. In the early stages of working on season 2, the writers asked why young women in historical dramas often appear static and distant. Their response was to create characters who felt alive, active, and emotionally familiar. We just really wanted these girls to live and breathe like they would behave in the way that you and your friends behave. And I feel that it really comes through the screen. So to now see these young women in this kind of fun birthday party setting where it's not as high end or classy maybe as one of these balls, like the black and white ball, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And did you know this series is actually based on the real-life counterparts of Consuelo Vanderbilt, Jenny Jerome, and Nancy Astor? So if you ever want to go down a couple of Buccaneers rabbit holes, go and read up on those historical figures, and maybe I will even do a video later this season on the compare and contrast of those people and how the show presents itself. We'll see. So questions from the last episode. What will the fallout be from Seaton telling Theo about Guy? At the end of the episode, it seemed like Theo is going to rush straight to Nan and confront her. I would assume he will take her aside and do this in a private place versus airing their public laundry. But how is Nan going to react? Will she say that Seaton is lying because obviously he's upset about Jinny disappearing? Will Nan own up to it? And if so, How is Theo going to take that news? Now, given what happened in the last episode with Theo and Lizzy having that sort of connection, my theory video for this week is going to be on, are Lizzy and Theo endgame? Will this news push Theo right into Lizzy's arms? Seriously though, what is going to happen when these two have the conversation about the cheating scandal? Will Nan lie or admit it? Will she say it just had something to do with the fact that she was helping Jinny escape and not own up to it? Theo's been hearing Nan crying, so he knows that she's got a broken heart about something, and I have a feeling all these little things are coming together right now for Theo. So this is going to be interesting. And I'm going to put this preview picture up from this episode. You will see Theo here staring off into the distance as the crowd looks like they're having fun, gazing off perhaps towards Lizzy. I don't know, maybe they're singing happy birthday or something, but Theo doesn't look very pleased here. Is it possible he's looking gazingly at Lizzy because he's like, hey, you know what? My wife is a cheater and I need to find some other sort of situation. Or is he just having a sad boy moment here, feeling bad for himself, which actually he should because his wife cheated on him with his best friend on his wedding night. So I'm excited to see more context about this photo, what Theo is looking at, and the continued fallout from the Nan and Guy situation. And is Nan gonna tell the truth? That is maybe one of my biggest questions right now. Will Mabel and Anoria end up getting caught with their new roommate situation? I love this for these two, and I am hoping that this queer storyline is able to really develop into something and that they are able to somehow go public by the end of the season. That's been something I've been talking about since episode 1, actually probably since before episode 1. So let us all manifest a Mabel and Anoria public relationship. I would love to see that. We've got Anoria here in this beautiful and whimsical butterfly costume. You can see a little bit of the greenery there in the background. I'm thinking maybe she's waiting for Mabel to come and meet her. Maybe she's looking at Mabel through the door, trying to give her that glimpse of, hey, come join me out here. But either way, I'm happy that we will be getting more on Anoria, and I would imagine Mabel as well. At the end of that last episode, when Mabel was playing backgammon with Anoria's mom, I thought that was fantastic. The way that they each delivered a shot at each other, and Mabel's like, you know what? I'm not backing down here, Lady Brightlingsea. So I'm also excited to see the continuation of the Mabel and Anoria's mom of it all. Another question. Will Jinny and Guy return in this episode? If not this episode, when exactly will that be? Will Lord Seaton be going to get them and bring them back? Or how is that situation going to look? Do they come back on their own? Jinny's having maybe some postpartum type of concerns, not bonding with her baby Freddie as she should, and also just feeling lost and alone in the world because let's face it, she's on the run right now and really has nowhere to go or support system aside from Guy and the young woman that they have met in Italy. Is Cora going to snap out of her attitude and get back on track for Dickie and Conchita? They came up with this wonderful scheme to make some money, mentor Cora, introduce her to this world, and hopefully get her married off. But the second payment depends on her actually walking down the aisle. So with her attitude right now, things aren't looking good, but hopefully she'll snap out of it and realize, you know what, this is the way society is. I'm going to find a husband, and that's that. Or will she continue to act like this, going all unhinged, talking about iguanas and the fact that she doesn't even like England in the first place? We will see. And then finally, will something develop between Lizzy and Theo? We know Lizzy and Hector are going to have a courtship. I think they're probably going to end up getting married, but now that Theo does know this news about Nan and Guy, like I said, is this going to just push her straight into Theo's arms? We'll see. All right, let's get into this episode description. So, as I mentioned, this is Lizzy's enchanted birthday party. One of my questions is, does Nan get to just hold a party for her best friend? If so, that is really cool. And I'm also wondering, does Lizzy's mom come back from New York? Because this episode description also mentions a reunion. The reunion could be potentially Jinny and Guy returning. They're not seen anywhere in the preview pictures, but that could be intentional so that way it is a surprise when it does happen. In terms of who else could possibly be returning, It would maybe make sense if it was, say, Patty, Nell, and Lizzie's mom. Other than that, Tracy, Nan's dad, but we really don't have a very long list of characters for a reunion. So what do you guys think? Drop it in the comments. Now, it's also possible this could relate to the Dowager Duchess because we've been reading in the press that she's going to get a love interest this season. Now, could the spark be the Dowager Duchess and this man we see in a picture here? And if so, could they be reunited? Do they already perhaps know each other and the reunion and the spark are one and the same? I would love for the Dowager Duchess to go and do some other things and really stay out of Nan and Theo's business because now that they're back from the honeymoon, she really is all up in it. So give the lady something to do. Let these two work out their situation on their own, please. The other thing mentioned in this episode description is betrayal. It's possible that the betrayal is referring to Nan and Guy. And now that Theo knows, it is out in the open, and Theo and Nan have had a conversation about this betrayal. But could it relate to a different type of betrayal that maybe we're not aware of yet? If I'm guessing, it makes more sense that this relates to Seaton having told Theo about Nan and Guy, and then Theo and Nan having a conversation about it. And again, is Nan going to tell the truth or not? That is all to be determined. But either way, I expect it to be very dramatic. So, betrayal, reunion, an unexpected spark. This episode looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And as I mentioned, look at these costumes. Look at how beautiful Lizzy looks here. The way she and Hector look at each other. I think Hector's going to be a lot of fun. He seems like a really good guy, but I guess that also could present a potential problem if there is something going on between Lizzy and Theo eventually, and then Lizzy is being unfaithful to her future potential husband, Hector. Ooh, the love triangles, yearn, 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 and burn, burn, burn. This season has been a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to see what episode 3 holds. And like I said, stick with me for all of the Buccaneers talk throughout season 2. I'll be here with videos 3 times a week, and I could not be more excited to talk about this show. Please be sure to drop all of your thoughts and theories down in the comments. What are you expecting from the next episode? No theory is a bad theory or guess until proven otherwise, so have some fun with it. Let me know what you think. And like I said, I'll be here talking about other shows this summer as well, including The Summer I Turned Pretty, another show very heavy on the love triangles, a scary Stephen King adaptation called The Institute coming to MGM+, which feels like a really dark Stranger Things sort of vibe, and Dexter Resurrection. I did cover Original Sin here on my channel as well, so I am here for all of the Dexter content. I really appreciate you tuning in, and I will be back again very soon. Media Melanie, clicking off.